What is going on YouTube? So this video is actually more of a help me out video than an entertainment video, so sorry for that right off the bat. But if I could start at the beginning of the story with this issue that I've been having, I guess let me back up to when I got started into RC, which was a little under a year ago. And I started with some Traxxas stuff. So naturally, I got invested with Traxxas batteries, with the Traxxas charger, Traxxas, etc. So when I kind of evolved in the hobby, and I eventually migrated to building my first EXB here, it's no surprise that I had all of the Traxxas stuff. So trying to keep common with that theme, since I had the charger and the batteries and yada yada, I decided to go with these IC5 to TRX adapters, strictly just so I could use the batteries that I already had. So I didn't want to go getting invested in the other IC5 batteries at the time. It was obviously enough money to go ahead and build this thing. So I wanted to roll with the Traxxas stuff. So that was my thought process behind sticking with Traxxas. To run down the quick specs of the truck, build itself, it's a Spectrum 150 amp Arrma ESC. It is a 2200 kV Traxxas motor. No particular reason that I went with that other than the fact that that's what the hobby shop had. So I've got two of the racing fans and heatsink on the motor. It's a 15-tooth pinion. It's the stock spur, stock rest of the gearing. So I believe that's a 50-tooth spur. Unfortunately, don't judge me, I've still got the STX2 radio, and I will upgrade that eventually, but for now it does the job. I realize it's got some latency issues, but for now it is fine. I do have the Proline trenchers on here now. They are belted. I don't believe this is contributing to the problem, which I'm going to get to momentarily. I can run the stock D-Boots tires. I can run my paddle tires. I can cause this issue to happen regardless of the tires. So the truck does roll freely. There's no binding or anything like that in the gearing. Everything is very, very smooth. I've got no issues there. So I don't believe I've got any mechanical issues in the drivetrain. So a lot of background, and I haven't given the problem statement yet. So the problem statement is that I recently bought a Felony, and I just decided that I would start migrating some of my batteries to the IC5 smart batteries. So I've got 4 hard case, 50C Spectrum batteries. They're the 3S 5000 milliamp hour, and I was gonna try to go to those. I got invested with the smart charger, and the main reason I was gonna do that, aside from having the other Arrma, having the Felony, these adapters here, I know these are not ideal, these IC5, or I'm sorry, EC5 to TRX. They're not ideal. They're an additional point for failure. I had one solder joint inside of here fail already, and the problem with that is once you break the connection in here, you lose power to the entire truck. So fortunately, I was at a low speed in the yard when that happened. That was failure mode number 1. Went ahead and bought a couple more of these, thinking that that may have been a fluke, and knock on wood, that has not happened again. However, the other weekend I was running again with a different set of these adapters, and what ended up happening was the connector got so hot, it actually fused the battery to the TRX side of the plug, and I had to pry it apart with pliers. So it wasn't ideal. It ruined the adapter. I just want to migrate away from these if I can. So I'd like to go to the IC5s. I've got 4 of the smart batteries. And here's the issue that I'm having. I'm going to demonstrate this.
Today, Junior?
I can plug in these Traxxas batteries, which are rated at a 25C continuous discharge, 50C burst, run these 2 in series to get myself 6S. I can punch that trigger, and this thing it probably would do a standing backflip. I've got the punch turned down from 5 to 4, so I've got it turned down a little bit, just one setting. I can knock it down to 3, I can knock it down to 2. This issue will still occur. But when I'm running the Traxxas batteries, and I've got 2 of the 5000s, I've got 2 6400 milliamp hours, doesn't matter, whatever Traxxas batteries I'm running, if I take this remote and I punch the throttle, this thing will wheelie, it'll take off, there will be no hesitation whatsoever. So now we switch over to the IC5 smart batteries, we switch over to the Spectrum batteries, and I've got these adapters eliminated. They're supposed to be 50C continuous discharge. on paper, there's no reason they should not be better than the Traxxas batteries. However, I try to execute the same test, the same situation, give her a full punch, and it's acting like it's cogging. You get a little bit of that hesitation, and then it takes off. And once it's rolling, I will admit, it does seem to have more power. It seems to have more speed, but it's very, I don't want to say it's very consistent. It's mostly consistent when I'm taking off from a standstill with the Spectrum batteries. It wants to cog. It won't deliver that instant punch. And in my mind, that's unacceptable. I can't run it like that. The whole fun of this hobby is being able to have that instant punch when you're doing backflips. You need that kind of power. If you want to take off fast, you just want that power. You want it on tap. So the other thing that I was thinking, and I have had this issue once before, I had the issue with the motor, the actual motor leads, the motor phase cables. I had a bad connection there, and I know that will cause cogging, so I'm aware of that. I went through and I disconnected my bullets today. I actually rechecked the solder joints. I'm of course not going to do it here, but I've got my cups filled with solder. I mean, the solder joints are strong. I can't pull them apart. There does not seem to be a connectivity issue between the bullets and the ESC. All the leads, of course, soldered onto, or that come with the Traxxas motor. The heat shrink looks good on them. The connections are tight. I can pull on those bullets. Nothing appears to separate. I'm wondering if it's possible there's a potentially bad connection in the motor itself. I kind of want to hear from you guys and hear from people's experiences and see what people have run across, what they have seen. But again, I can run these Traxxas batteries, punch it, the thing will take right off, it'll spin or it'll stand right up. The power delivery is instant, and then you swap them out for the IC5 batteries, the smart batteries, and it just does that hesitation. Occasionally, it will take off, but it's acting like it's cogging. So again, I did try dropping the punch on the ESC down from 5 to 4 to 3. It still happens, so I can't get rid of it with those other batteries. So I guess that's the problem in a very large nutshell. I've got some kind of cogging, some kind of hesitation, whether that's an issue with the higher discharge batteries not being able to deliver the power. They're trying to, and there's some kind of bad connection, some kind of loose connection somewhere where the problem becomes exacerbated with a higher discharge because it's trying to deliver more current. And I'm reaching here, but maybe it doesn't happen with the Traxxas batteries because they aren't delivering that instant punch that the higher C batteries are trying to deliver. Or I guess there's another possibility, which I think is less likely, that the Traxxas batteries are perhaps underrated. Maybe they are better than advertised. So at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and power the truck up here with the Traxxas batteries to show you guys the kind of power that this has. And then we'll switch over to the smart batteries, and I'll show you the power that it doesn't have. So radio on. Not going to do any hardcore bashing here, so we'll just get these plugged in any old way. It's like a USB connector. You got to try it 3 times to get it in right. And so we'll go ahead and loop this guy. And I'm just going to take you guys right at, it's not ideal weather, but I normally wouldn't run in weather like this, but I wanted to make this video. I want to get people's thoughts. So I'm just going to go run it just quickly in the road. It's kind of snowy out. So radio on, ESC on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No problem. We are on the Traxxas batteries. These are lower C, theoretically lower discharge batteries. They should be weaker, not deliver the punch that the smart batteries should. And it's frustrating because I just got invested. I sold a bunch of my Traxxas batteries and got invested in the smart stuff. So, garage door open. See, she stands right up there. See, I've got no problem standing it right up. she'll stand right up. I blip the trigger, up she goes. Let's keep it on the road. I'm just trying to do a demonstration here. Yeah, right into the bank. As I try to keep it clean and get into the snow. But she'll stand right up. You do have to watch that limited slip in the back. Almost lost it there. Whoops, there I lost it. Come on back, baby, come on. Yeah, they got salt all over the roads. This is really just dumb conditions to be doing this, but see, she'll punch right up on these batteries. So again, see, look at that spin. She stands right up. Coming down the hill, punch it, stands right up. So these are Traxxas batteries. All right, I'm having too much fun now. Gotta stay focused. Bring it back. All right, so the Traxxas batteries seem to deliver a bunch of that punch. Now I'm gonna put the smart batteries in and show you guys the difference. Clips out, clips out. Oh. Okay, truck off. Grab the smart batteries right here. These are fully charged. Trying to do this all in one take. All right. Gonna take the adapters out. Battery out. Narrate everything I'm doing because apparently that's what I do. On camera with these clips. Okay, that one. Truck's all nice and snowy, even though I was supposed to keep it on the road, but, you know, best laid plans. Might as well drive it down the driveway now. Get the snow off the tires. It is pretty good packing snow. All right, so let's bring the truck back here. Hit it quick and watch this hesitation, this cogging, and boom. Just hop, 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 and then take off. And we'll hit it again. See, she'll eventually catch. And yes, I realize you can eliminate this with a censored system, but why with the Traxxas batteries is this not a problem? See, if I roll into it gently after she's going, it'll stand up, you know, just like you'd expect. Boy, it is a lot of fun. But I just want to understand There it is again. Hit it, and no wheelie. Hit it, and no wheelie. And then eventually, she'll go. Come back here again. So again, we'll punch it, and we'll see the stutter. 3, 2, 1, go. See, just that hiccup. And these are supposed to be better batteries. And 3, 2, 1, go. Pelted with rocks. There it is again, just hop, 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 go. Hop, 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 go. Stutter, 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 go. It's not overgeared. It, 15 tooth pinion. All the solder connections look good on the cups going to my motor leads. Of course, I don't know what's going on internally in the motor. Perhaps there's something there. I don't know. I didn't check the male bullets, of course, that come attached to the motor. They feel tight. I can't pull those out. And hit it. And hit it. Just stutter, stutter. So that is generally... Oh, that is it in a nutshell. Up here comes a state trooper. Hope I'm not breaking any laws with the RC car on the car or on the road. So if it'll overcome that hiccup and then it'll really start picking up. But why? Why the hiccup? It's definitely, I believe it's cogging. I don't know why it doesn't really happen with the other batteries unless they're just not delivering the instantaneous punch or current that these batteries are. Since by all rights and everything on the packaging, these batteries should be better. Watch if I lay into it gently. See, she spun. It spun right there and took off. Look right there again. So maybe I can get around this just by my driving style. I definitely got snow in those tires. So anyway, guys, that's what I got going on. If anybody has any ideas, I'd love to hear from you. I'm sure there's people that are a lot more knowledgeable than myself. Like I said, I just got into this a little less than a year ago, so this is my first one that I built, not from scratch, obviously, 'cause it's the roller, but the first one I put everything in. I did also, it's worth mentioning, I calibrated the ESC, so, you know, full trigger, full throttle, full brake, neutral, calibrated that. I bound the radio to the receiver, and this is where I'm at. So trying to figure out why I'm having this cogging issue with the higher C battery. So thanks for watching. Check out the other videos if you guys are interested. Subscribe if you like everything, and let me know what you guys think. Thanks. We'll catch you next time.